My name is Taylor Bush. I'm 15 years old and I have cystic fibrosis. I was diagnosed at 11 months old.
She was sick all the time. It just seemed like all she did was cry, and I took her to pediatrician after pediatrician and they all told me it was colic. And then finally one pediatrician suggested that I take her to Dayton Children's and have some tests run. And they ran several tests and she came back positive for cystic fibrosis.
Patients with cystic fibrosis have thicker than normal mucus in their chest, so it's like having a bad cold every day of your life. As is typical of most teenagers with cystic fibrosis, Taylor is having some ups and downs. Overall, she has stayed fairly stable, but over the last 6 years, her lung function has probably dropped by about 5 or 6%, or about 1% a year.
I'm going to say I take around 25 to 30 pills every day. Some of them are antibiotics, enzymes that help break down the nutrients in the food to help me gain weight and stay healthy. And then I have to take a treatment, which is a vest that I wear that blows up with air and shakes me to help shake the mucus off the walls of my lungs and help me cough it up. But while I'm doing that, I also have to take inhaled medicine to help break up the mucus.
Now you have a 15-year-old that wants to be a 15-year-old. I mean, that's just wants to be a normal kid. It's nice to go to a place like Dayton Children's where you have that understanding, and they're very compassionate about that, and it helps ease some of that pain.
So you're here for 2 visits today, right?
Yep.
We appreciate Dayton Children's so much. I mean, I'm not sure Taylor would be here if Dayton Children's wasn't here. I mean, they're the closest CF clinic. If we'd have to go elsewhere, and I'm not sure that they'd take as good care of her as Dayton Children's does.
I'm completely in love with the staff at Children's. They take care of me, they entertain me, they help me get up when I'm down and stuff like that. So I just really, really like the staff.
She has her favorite nurses. There's some that, you know, she actually requests.
Yeah, that would be Nate the Ninja Nurse. I'm gonna get you. He's my favorite nurse because he's just like a lot of fun, and we have this thing where we always shoot rubber bands at each other and like empty syringes of water, and like he's just really funny, and he's my favorite nurse because he always keeps me laughing and he keeps me like entertained.
Yeah, with Taylor being here for so long, it's easy to get down and disappointed about being in the hospital, away from your friends, away from your family, when you're in here for a couple weeks at a time. But through the rubber band fights and things, it kind of makes things seem like a little bit more like home for her maybe, and takes her mind off of what she's missing out on while she's here at the hospital. All right, you won this time.
Yeah, I did.
But next time.
No, not next time.
All right.
Taylor's a very pleasant young lady with cystic fibrosis who really doesn't let her disease get in the way of leading a normal life. She takes the hour and a half a day to do her care on a regular basis, and that's a major burden for a teenager.
What makes her so special in a variety of different areas is her ability to go through what she goes through and accept it. I mean, she accepts it very openly and graciously.
As a teenager with CF, there aren't a lot of major disadvantages that I've noticed, so I don't like for people to like sympathize and think that I'm gonna like go off and be really sick and feel bad for me. I just want to be treated like a regular teenager.